Lifting up our hearts to heaven, let us imitate the hierarchy of the angels.
Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Glory be to Jesus Christ.
Glory be forever.
So, today officially marks the beginning of the Triodian period, this ramp up to the Great Lent. And we are meant in this time to be preparing ourselves for what Lent is supposed to bring us. And the Triodian begins to sort of teach us those things that we're meant to attain to. And one of the main, or only to some people's eyes, facet of Lent is fasting. That it's called the Great Fast, that despite everything else that can be gained from it, that's what you do. And one of the major points in the gospel this morning is to express exactly what is meant to be happening there. That if you have two people and they are both praying, why would one be praying correctly and the other not? And to sort of exemplify that, I'm going to put it to you this way. If you think I am a good priest, and I certainly don't want you to tell me, it's not the point of this, I'm not fishing for compliments. If you think I am a good priest, but I were to tell you that I'm a good priest, everything I do for you is now worthless. Because if I exalt myself above you, that I'm doing the right thing, and you should learn from my example, you're not going to learn anything. I'm going to drag you down as far as it can go with me because of my pride. And that's the major point. Is if when you pray, when you offer something to God, if you are doing it to brag to God about how good you're doing, you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. God's not going to reward you with an A on your report card in holiness because you did the right thing. He wants you to love Him. He has given us this direction to help us to draw closer to Him. And that's the point of today. We see somebody who was meant to be holy. The Pharisees were the priests of their time. They were those who led the temple. They were those who taught everybody how to come closer to God. And if they, a teacher, are praying to God by telling God how good they are, and how much better they are than somebody else next to them, they're not a very good teacher. But yet, on the other end, somebody who is blatantly a sinner, who in the time period was considered a bad person, is the one who went home justified based on his prayer. Saying that even if he did anything good, God still have mercy upon him because he's a sinner. That as we go through the course of Great Lent, we are meant to draw closer to God. And if in our course of going through Great Lent, we start to think about how good of a job we're doing, or how much better we're doing than somebody else, our journey stops there. Now you can pick it up again, you can try it again the next day. But the point is that we're not comparing ourselves to each other. We're not supposed to be holier than each other, we're all supposed to be holy. We're not supposed to be better than each other, we're all supposed to reach God together. And that's the point of the gospel today. Is that when we are offering something to God, we're doing it not because it's going to give us this shiny, beautiful soul. Not because God's going to march down from heaven and say, this is the example to follow. But because it helps us to grow. It helps us to learn deep within ourselves what it takes to come closer to God. And it's a hard thing to learn. It's a hard thing for us to sort of grasp. If we look around, especially in today's world where most of us are inundated with social media, all we're learning how to do is compare ourselves to each other. If you watch TV, and most of it now is probably reality TV, all you're doing is comparing yourselves to those people. If somebody got a house makeover, oh, why did they deserve it? I should have that. And if I had a house makeover, I would do this. And that's garbage. Why would they choose a bedroom color that color? Comparing ourselves to people for no reason. We are meant to be competing in society's eyes instead of uplifting each other. Instead of realizing that I'm no better than you and we are all no better than anybody else. We are all subject to God and God alone. And may our fasting period, may this eventual march towards becoming better people be exactly that. That we, each individually, become better. Not better than each other, just better than yourself the day before. Better than you were last year. Better every second. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Glory be to Jesus Christ.
Glory be forever.